Hi divas, welcome back to another fierce episode of my small crochet project mini series. Last time I made a hat, today I am going to be making a headband following this tutorial by Crochet by Skye. I already made one of these headbands. It looks like this. Unfortunately, this one that I made is a little bit too big, but I also want to try holding two strands of yarn together to make the headband a little bit chunkier, but also to add some extra color texture into it, just because I think it would be really cute. I have some leftover yarn here from when I made my cardigan recently. So for this project, I'm going to once again be using my Lion Brand Heartland acrylic yarn. I have two colors here for this project. I'm going to be using the purple color, which is called Hot Springs, and the green color, which is called Rocky Mountains. So we're going to strand these two colors together at the same time and see what kind of cute textured purple green headband we can make. This project is really easy. We're basically just making a long rectangle using half double crochets. To make the ribbing effect, every time we turn our work, we're going to be crocheting into the back loops of the chains. Let's get started on making our headband. Yes! This is going to be my first time doing a project where I hold two strands of yarn together, but I feel like all the hardcore girlies do it, so I'm going to try doing it too. For this project, I'm going to be using my 6mm crochet hook. I'm also going to have a pair of yarn scissors nearby and a tapestry needle to weave in my ends, of which there should only be two. I've already made a slip knot here, and I'm going to start just by chaining 14. She mentions in the video that this project is worked using 12 stitches, but 2 stitches are left for the turning chains. This is 14 chains here, and I'm already obsessed with these colors weaving together, so I'm very excited. And the way she starts this headband is she skips the first 2 chains and then does a half double crochet into the third chain from the end. And from there, we're just going to do half double crochets all the way across the row to make our foundation row and get started on building the rectangle from there. This is 12 stitches here, and from this point forward, I'm going to be building out the rectangle just by crocheting into the back loop. In the tutorial to start building this, she ends her row by chaining 2, turning the work around, and then skipping that first stitch to crochet into the back loops of the second stitch here. So that is what we are going to do. That's the first row done, so I'm going to just chain 2 again, turn my work around, and I'm just going to do this for about 27 rows. That's what she does in the video, but realistically I want to get it so that this part of the headband goes from one ear to another. So I will be right back. I've got 27 rows done, and this is what the headband looks like so far. It fits around my head basically from ear to ear, like it's like right at the beginning of my ears. And in the interest of it actually fitting my head, I'm gonna stop here and start doing the decreases to shape the back of the headband. So I'm starting with 12 stitches, and I'm gonna be decreasing by 2 every single row until there's only 4 stitches left. This is where I ended off my 27th row, so I'm going to chain 2 to get to my next row and then turn. And the decreases are going to be done at the beginning of the row. So I'm gonna decrease 1 here, doing half double crochets through the back loop still, and then continuing to half double crochet like normal till you get to the other end of the row, and then I'm going to do another decrease on that side. So this is the last 2 stitches of the row here, and then I'm going to do 1 more decrease. So now I should have 10 stitches in this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. And I'm going to just keep doing that until I only have 4 stitches. I got my row down to 4 stitches, and now I'm just going to do 2 rows of 4 half double crochets before I start increasing. So you can kind of see the headband taking shape at this point. This is the back of the headband here that's going to be like under my hair. So from here, I'm going to basically work backwards from what I was doing and do increases into the first and last stitch to bring it back out to a row of 12 stitches. Okay, I've got 12 stitches here again, and this is the point in the tutorial where she actually ends it, but I think I'm going to do a couple more rows because I don't think this is going to fit over my head as it is if I seam it now. So I'm going to do, let's say 4 more rows, and then I'll stitch it together. Coming up to the end here, if I fold it together, you can see it's going to be a headband. But the way she ends it in the video is she does slip stitches through the back loops, so I am going to do that now, and I'm going to try it on once it's all slipped up. Well, do we live? There you have it, the headband is done. This project only took me 3 hours to make front to back, so love that. I do actually still have some yarn left over from this project. I was just under half a skein of both these colors, and I probably have about half the skein left for both. So we'll see what else we can do with these. I'm not really mad about it because I love these yarns and I think these colors are so cute, so I will definitely use them for another small project. If you are a queer person or just a fierce ally who likes to consume queer content, I hope that you will subscribe and stick around because I would be most happy to have you. Okay, bye!